And they reiterated today their 1.8 million volume delivery target for 2023. And the company is really set up for a strong Q4 and 2024 heading into next year with the Cybertruck delivery starting, the refresh Model 3, and they just actually announced an updated Model Y in from the Shanghai factory.
How badass does... Dude, look at this thing. We're in the future. It's almost here. In this video, Tesla stock surges 6% today. Some incredible footage of Tesla's Cybertruck at SpaceX's Starbase is leaked. GM, who led in Matter, have suffered another stunning embarrassment in a sign of things to come. Plus, have CNBS changed their tune on Tesla? We have lots to discuss. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. So Tesla stock surged today, up almost 6%, closing $261.16 per share. And yes, still in my opinion, the best risk-adjusted opportunity that I'm personally aware of in the stock market. And it's no fucking contest. Now, as I've said, there's probably better opportunities, I just don't know about them. Now, why would Tesla stock out of absolutely nowhere rip higher, almost 6%? Obviously, the only possible explanation is this leaked footage of a Cybertruck towing a Raptor engine at Starbase in Texas. Obviously, I'm kidding here, although this is some sick fucking footage and I wanted to show you guys. I mean, how badass does... Dude, look at this thing. We're in the future. It's almost here. And when these things hit roads and work sites and Starbases, look the out. I just cannot believe what we're seeing here. This is awesome, awesome footage. Shout out to Starship Gazer for capturing this. If you guys want to see, there's a link in the description to the full 4K video. Absolutely epic. Now, I don't think this is what actually drove Tesla stock higher today, but I just wanted to share because this thing looks so sick. I just cannot stop watching this. Anyway, I'd be here all day if I don't, so let's stop and move on. Mr. Wall Street himself, Gary Black, has some thoughts. Tesla stock up 6% today versus the Nasdaq up 1.4%, as the 10-year Treasury yield dropped to 4.73%, down 6.7 basis points. Long duration names rallied most, e.g. companies with high PEs. In Gary's opinion, Tesla stock investors are coming around to the idea that Tesla won't be so quick to cut the prices going forward. Tesla's launch of a value for money Model Y rear-wheel drive, which is 260 miles of range and a 0 to 60 of 6.6 seconds for around $44,000, suggests Tesla may leave the Model Y long-range all-wheel drive prices unchanged, moving that as a major risk. In case you guys missed it, a couple of days ago, Tesla introducing a new entry-level rear-wheel drive Model Y. Obviously, at some point, this was inevitable. And you guys remember not too long ago, I was pointing out that the Model 3, the refresh, currency converted in Australian dollars, was absurdly cheap, like cheaper than the entry-level Model 3. Now this entry-level Model Y is close to the same price point. Tesla's always tinkering and they have a lot of levers they can pull. One is different models, some potentially even software locked. And I just want to take a moment to talk about the psychology of this product. The value for money on the entry-level Model Y, excellent. However, the specs aren't great. Relatively speaking, they're not too bad. But compared to the value you get for a long range, about $7,000 more expensive, it's no contest. Much better performance, significantly more range, 260 versus 330 miles. This is an excellent example of just the tip. Now, maybe 2% of the audience is going to understand that, but if you do, well, I'll leave that as an inside joke. This is just to get people in the door, so to speak. Oh, wait, less than $44,000 for a Model Y. Let me check it out. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Well, let me check out the long range. It's not that much more expensive. How much more range do I get? Oh, it's a lot faster too. That's interesting. Oh, wait, what about the performance? $4,000 more for the performance? This is insane. The relative value of each of these vehicles now is absurd. The rear-wheel drive Model Y, this is theft. It's so cheap. It's a steal. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But it's not that much of a jump to the Model Y long range. Now, I understand not everybody can afford that extra few $1,000s, but those who can, again, example of just the tip, next minute it leads to the customer going all the way. The spread between the entry-level Model Y now and the performance is just over $10,000 US, about 20%. It's nothing. Now, again, to a lot of people, it's a lot of money. But the point is, consumers now hear about a Model Y under $44,000, and again, after the $7,500 tax credit, it's fuck all. Great way to get people in the door. Many consumers think, yeah, 44 grand, rear-wheel drive sounds good. Oh, you know what? I'll upgrade to the long range. Actually, I can afford that. Or even the performance. Great strategy to keep moving through volume. Don't be surprised if in the future, depending on order flow and so on, the prices move up and or down, or some of these models temporarily disappear. Again, so back to Gary's tweet. We continue to see Cybertruck delivery launch, Model 3 refresh, and an FSD licensing deal as near-term catalysts. Completely agree. And FYI, last I heard, Gary doesn't actually model FSD licensing in his Tesla valuation. but it remains compelling versus our 2023 to 2028 estimates of 37% volume and earnings per share growth. Wall Street analysts currently expect Tesla auto gross margins to bottom out at 18% in Q3, before increasing to 19.2% in Q4 and 20.5% in 2024 behind Cybertruck. Just once again, want to emphasize that the Wall Street consensus expectations for Tesla vehicles sold in 2030, a whopping 6.428 million. See, here's the thing. In Wall Street world, if it doesn't exist, you can't stick it in your spreadsheet, therefore you just ignore it until you get bitch slapped in the face. And this is exactly what's happening right now. We have estimates for Model S and X. We have estimates for Model 3 and Y. We have estimates for the Roadster, as in the refresh, the Cybertruck and the Semi. That's it. No van, no compact, no other variations. If you can't reserve it or buy it today, it doesn't exist. As a result of this, Wall Street estimates further out into the decade are just absolutely laughable. Speaking of laughable, GM's Chief Technology Officer has left the company after 1 month on the job. I'm not kidding. And I think this meme from some guy with 3 first names on X sums it up perfectly. 1, joins. 2, looks at the numbers. 3, realizes they're f***ed and leaves. By the way, leaves, get it? Because that's actually not even funny. This is what's happened. Poor person has jumped on board, thought, oh yeah, great. We led, we matter. Ultium battery platform. Yeah, 69 models yesterday. We're going to win. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, they're bleeding money. They got no hope. The technology's f***ed. The Ultium batteries using the power cells, we're going to have to abandon that. We haven't even realized that yet. This. Abandon ship. So that's kind of awkward, but unsurprising. And now for a stunning breath of fresh air. In case you haven't noticed, I spent a lot of time on this channel, A, saying the same shit, and B, roasting folks in the mainstream finance media who have absolutely no idea what they're talking about, are utterly clueless when it comes to Tesla. So it is with great delight that I share this next segment. Remarkably, CNBS actually invited somebody to speak about Tesla who knows what they're talking about. Our very own Sawyer Merritt.
A lot of new news, and that has earned him a considerable following, including myself, and I've learned a lot from you, Sawyer, and I appreciate you coming on. Let's talk about first off the Cybertruck, okay? Because we've been waiting for, it's like waiting for Godot, waiting for Guffman, whatever. We've been waiting on this thing for a long time. Do you have any clues as to when we may finally see a Cybertruck on the road?
You know, the Cybertruck is a revolutionary product, sort of unlike anything else, you know, and as a result, it's a difficult product to build. But I think Q4 will finally be the quarter that we see some deliveries. And, you know, I think the unique design is such a good rolling advertisement that Tesla hasn't even bothered to put any logos or badges on the exterior. And I think from a competitive advantage standpoint, you know, I think the Tesla Cybertruck will have a lot of American parts content. Cars.com rates Tesla as having the 4 most American-made cars in the U.S., and that doesn't just include EVs. And the Cybertruck will be built in Texas and will probably be more American-made than any of its rivals. And so
isn't that kind of the weird irony, Sawyer? Not to dip into the ugly world of politics, but Musk is not loved by a lot of people on the political side, and yet his cars, because of their cost and because of where they're built, maybe some of the most, if not at the end of the day, the only EVs eligible for some of these credits. I mean, if that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will.
No, it's true. And Tesla goes out of their way to really localize a lot of their production, not only in, of course, their Chinese manufacturing areas, but also in the U.S., you know, and I think Elon has every right to express his views and opinions. And even if I don't agree with some of them, that's fine.
I feel like I'm about to wake up from a dream here. Obviously, you guys and girls will know I'm a big fan of people having testicles and freely sharing their thoughts, opinions, and ideas. You might notice I'm a very manifestation of doing exactly that. I often say things that cause a lot of butthurt. F*** you, bro. Unsubscribe. You have an opinion I don't like. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. 0 fucks given. So obviously, I agree with this point. But the fact that I agree, plus the guest on CNBS also agrees, and the anchor also agrees that Elon should freely share his thoughts, opinions, and ideas. What the f*** is going on?
And, you know, I think people shouldn't try to prevent him from being himself. I think X is an outlet for him. And as a Tesla investor, you know, I accept that. And I think Elon genuinely cares about, you know, the people and making a positive impact in people's lives. And I think, you know, a lot of the times people discount a lot of the great things that he's doing.
I literally know people in New Jersey, Sawyer, who've said, I was going to buy a Tesla, but I won't because I don't like Elon Musk, which I find odd. But
if I didn't understand anything about human behavior, I too would find this odd. But I do understand a lot about human behavior and the desperate need from some humans to be approved of by others. If you happen to live in an echo chamber where most people you know and interact with have certain beliefs and opinions, and you're a gigantic fucking pussy, and you're too scared to go against the grain, you're likely to conform to the group opinions and consensus on literally everything. Furthermore, if you believe you have low worth as a human, you don't add a lot of value, and maybe you have good reasons for believing that, maybe you don't. Rather than trying to earn a positive reputation through your actions, you can take the easy path and just virtue signal in your echo chamber. Wait, Elon bad? Elon bad? Oh, okay. Hey, Brian, I'm not going to buy a Tesla because Elon bad. Do you approve of me? I'm a good person. Hashtag Ukraine, he, him. Hashtag, wait, what? Oh, shit, I shouldn't say that out loud. I might get cancelled off YouTube. These, of course, are the exact same people who their entire profile on X is a virtue signal to tell you that they're a good person because of the things they support and or believe and or blah, blah, blah. The same people who, 3 years ago turned into absolute psychopaths and turned against many of their fellow humans because they believed that in order to gain approval and signal that they're a good person, they needed to do certain things and in fact force certain things upon other people. And to those folks, I'd just like to say, please kindly go yourselves. So back to Brian's point, there's nothing odd about this. It's embarrassing, it's shameful, it's idiotic, but it is explicable. There are some people who care so much about being approved of by others. Easy ways. Just wait, what do we care about? What's the cause we support? What do we support or denounce? The current thing? What's the current thing? Elon bad? Oh, Elon bad. I'm not buying a Tesla. Elon. I'm going to buy an alternative vehicle. Even though I'm not in the market for a vehicle, I'm just going to tell you I'm not even going to buy a Tesla because then you'll approve of me. I'm a good person.
But that's everybody's, by the way, that's everybody's decision. I think people should be able to pick whatever car or truck they choose. Tesla's numbers, it came down a little bit because those production delays. It seems like it's more of a supply issue than a demand issue, no?
Obviously, Tesla made less vehicles. Otherwise, they would have made more and they would have sold them all. What's going on here? CNBS being incredibly reasonable. Did they all start buying Tesla stock? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. That would never affect the things I say out loud on air, would it? For real, though. What's going on? I mean, I'd like to see more of this. And I think Sawyer should be back because the guy knows what's going on, which makes him very rare among guests discussing Tesla. It's puzzling. What happened to Elon bad, Tesla bad? Just a car company. The competition is coming, and so on.
I would agree with that. You know, I think the delivery production report today, I think, really should just be, it was already baked into the stock, I think, and it really shouldn't be viewed as a miss. And as you said, you know, Tesla reiterated on their Q2 earnings report, or live earnings call rather, that there would be some factory shutdowns for upgrades. And, you know, this shouldn't be interpreted negatively or as a sign of weak demands. And they reiterated today their 1.8 million volume delivery target for 2023. And the company is really set up for a strong Q4 and 2024 heading into next year with the Cybertruck delivery starting, the refreshed Model 3, and they just actually announced an updated Model Y in from the Shanghai factory.
There you go. A lot of Tesla news. Wouldn't be a day without Tesla news. Sawyer Merritt, glad to have you on last call. Hope it's not the last time. Welcome back anytime.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Brian.
All right, no, our pleasure.
Well, talk's cheap, but apparently Sawyer will be back, and I'm all for it. We need more of this and less of the clowns who have no idea what they're talking about. Although, if I were to speak in terms of self-interest, I probably prefer more clowns because I'm not going to have a lot to talk about if people are appearing in the media and I'm just like, yep, I agree, good point, yep, spot on, yep, great, I agree, good point, yeah. Rarely a dull moment. Tesla stock surging 6% today, and if you thought that was crazy, just you wait. Let's talk in a decade. Sick footage of Cybertruck at Starbase. I mean, bro, that thing looks so badass. GM suffering another stunning embarrassment. I mean, seriously, Chief Technology Officer leaving after 1 month on the job. Again, on the record, they will abandon the pouch form factor for the Ultium battery cells, and they still haven't done it. And I've been saying they're going to do it for years, and they haven't done it. So when they do it, I can clip myself saying it like 2-3 years ago, just pointing out how fucking incompetent this company is that they didn't realize that I'm not going to go there. I'm just telling you. They still haven't figured it out. They're going down the wrong path. I think the CTO figured it out and went, f*** this shit. Abandoned ship. That was the right move. And have CNBS changed their tune on Tesla? Will we see more Sawyer, or was this just a one-off anomaly? Bit of a glitch in the simulation. Want more content? Early access? A bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. Athletic Greens AG1 has given me a massive, meaningful boost in energy, allowing me to do a lot more every day, including using my brain more and using my body more. I highly recommend you guys and girls check it out. Athletic Greens AG1 is an excellent way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's got 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus prebiotics and probiotics and digestive enzymes and adaptogens to help you deal with stress. Plus, if you click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, you can get yourself a 1-year free supply of vitamin D3 and K2. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some of you guys and girls have to say. AG1 has changed my life. I was, as you described, treating myself like a circus, ate like trash, rarely exercised, used alcohol as a stress crutch, cannabis also. AG1 is what gave me the kick in the ass, got me back to the gym, motivated me to do more for myself, family, my business, etc. Keep doing what you do. Now, I know there's some skeptics, the same kind of people who think Elon Musk is a fraud, reading this going, what do you thought? There's no way that's possible, bro. It must be a placebo effect. Believe it or not, this is a recurring theme. If you give your body everything it needs to feel and perform its best, including having a lot more energy, you'll need ways to use that energy. For me personally, that includes more exercise, moving my body more social activity, and more cognitively demanding tasks, including producing a ton of exclusive content over on Twitter and on Patreon, plus my daily YouTube uploads. The proof's in the pudding. On to another testimonial from a viewer of this channel. SMR, you asked me to provide feedback on AG1. Here it is. It has helped with mental acuity, stamina, and intestinal waste management. Can't read between the lines. It certainly helps with regularity and digestion. That's what the digestive enzymes are for. It has also dramatically reduced my cravings for sugar. You guys need to stop eating sugar. It's fucking poison. I'm 50, 5'9", and overweight, aka a fat motherfucker. I think that's a technical term for overweight, isn't it? Is it fat motherfucker or obese? I can't remember. I average 100 hours a week in the West Texas oil fields as a safety supervisor. Jesus Christ, dude. No wonder you're struggling to keep your weight under control. 100 hours a week. Brutal. It has helped me lose weight. It is not an appetite suppressant. It can help fat people suppress cravings, and motivation to be healthier is critical for changing your diet. Love you, brother. Again, this is a great point. It's something people really don't seem to grasp. If you have more energy, everything becomes easier. It's like turning on easy mode for life. A few years ago, before I was taking AG1, my health was trash. I was struggling to get through the day, had afternoon fatigue. The last thing I wanted to do was either use my brain or move my body. Didn't have the energy. Now, my biggest struggle every day is figuring out ways to use that energy. I'm exercising way more, doing a lot more with my friends and family, and of course, my work output has increased substantially. And you can fact check me. Check out the average length of my videos I was posting to YouTube 3 years ago. Need I say more? And one final testimonial. Love this one. Okay, here's the deal for me with this AG1 shit. I'm 41 years old and not the type to eat, drink, smoke, or sleep healthy, so I was skeptical. That being said, here's what I experienced. Day 1, meh. Day 2, afternoon fatigue was about 45 minutes late. Day 3, 0 afternoon fatigue. Day 4, 0 afternoon fatigue plus extra energy. Day 5, again, 0 afternoon fatigue plus energy, wondering, what the fuck, really? See, this is the thing, right? The results for many people are just almost too good to be true. This is the same experience I had. My afternoon fatigue just vanished out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I not tired in the afternoons anymore? Surely, it's not that AG1, is it? Turns out it was. Day 6 and 7, same thing. Day 8, same thing. Plus, I had the want to get things done around the house that I normally would slack off and not get done. Again, the point, extra energy, you'll need to use it, you'll find ways to use it. Day 9, 10, and 11, and today is day 12. I fucking love it. So however you managed to get me to buy it, I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much, SMR. It really changed me so far. Guys, this shit really works. Just try it. By the way, this is the reason I continue to relentlessly promote AG1. A lot of people get real fucking mad in the comments. Oh my God, Snake Oil Salmon's sold out. Oh my God, he's a scammer. This is fraud. But constantly, I'm pretty sure everyone making these comments is also currently short Tesla stock. I'm not particularly concerned about people having a negative perception, those folks suffering from small brain syndrome, still living in my bum's basement syndrome, etc., writing mean comments, claiming AG1's a scam or it doesn't work. I mean, bro, when I get feedback like this is what keeps me going. And remember, there is a 90-day money-back guarantee. There's nothing to lose here. Just try this stuff for a month, and if you don't get these results, get your money back. See, it's a literal no-brainer. It's an IQ test at this point in time. Testimonial after testimonial after testimonial like this. Get your money back if it doesn't work. Just try it for a month, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Today's the day. It's finally time. Be like this guy who was a massive skeptic, but finally, after 1,000 promotions in a row, caved in, tried AG1, and has results like this. Head to drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link at the pinned comment, and please, let me know how you're feeling in a few weeks' time. Now, if you'll excuse me, time to put my extra energy to good use. I'll be recording some more exclusive content for Patreon and my Twitter subscribers. So click the links in the pinned comment. See you over on Twitter and or Patreon. And don't forget to grab your AG1. Love ya.